Welcome back to Big Boss Football. So let's discuss this, guys. Julian Alvarez. Alvarez to Real Madrid. Here we go. Offer rejected. So let's get into it, guys. Look, this is from Fabrizio Romano. It says official. Real Madrid offered 150 million to sign Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez. But Atletico rejected it, which is crazy, by the way, because Alvarez is max 90 million, bro. Max. No way he's worth 150 million, man. No chance. But okay, you can argue the market is good, but okay, if the market now is changed, no problem. I can accept the market has changed now, and Alvarez is 150 million player. Okay, but they rejected 150 million. That means they think he's worth north of 200. So nah, that's ridiculous, man. For Alvarez, that's madness. If Julian Alvarez 150 million is rejected, that means Mbappe is like 300, 400 million. Vinicius is like 200 million. Um, Olise is like 250 million. Bellingham is like 250 million. Who else? Who else? Lamine Yamal is like 300 million. Haaland is like 300 million. So yeah, Pedri is like 300 million. All these guys are like 300 million. Peak Messi and peak Ronaldo are like 1 billion or 800 million. Yeah, look, come on. It's crazy how football is. But it's not just Julian Alvarez, 150 million rejected. I saw Liverpool put in a bid for one of the wingers from RB Leipzig, 100 and I think 100 million. It got rejected. Leipzig 120 or some whatever million. That's crazy, man. Someone no one has ever heard of before. Wow. And then I heard of no disrespect to him, but I've personally never heard of him. And people, no one was talking about that guy. Maybe in the Bundesliga, but in terms of the Champions League and all those competitions, no one was talking about that guy before that bid. To be honest, you go ask the average Joe, who's that guy? Liverpool are bidding for 100 million. No, not many people know him. So no disrespect to him, but not many people know him. You see. And then who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's that guy from? There's a midfielder that Man City bid for 109 million. Nottingham Forest rejected. I think it's Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson, English player, midfielder. Man City bid 109 million. It got rejected. So look, if players like that are getting rejected, and then here now, so yeah, the market has changed. People are saying Neymar ruined the market. I don't think Neymar ruined the market. I think honestly, it's inflation. Clubs now are going like a pocketing 800 million, 1 billion, all of that per season on revenue. So that money is chicken change for clubs now. Yeah, it's chicken change. Those 100 million. You think Nottingham Forest need your 109 million? They don't need your 109 million. They ask for 120 and those type of figures. Imagine back in the day a club like Nottingham Forest rejecting 109 million. It's unheard of. How many players have gone for more than 100 million? But now the market has changed. Simple, the market has changed. Since when would you hear Atletico Madrid have rejected 150 million for a player that's not even top 10 in my opinion? It's unheard of. But now that happens, man. Now you can bid 150 million for a player like Alvarez and he won't come. Olise, for Olise, to be honest, he's worth, like, for me, I think to get the Olise deal done, Madrid will need 230. I think 230 does the Olise deal. And he's worth that 230 for me. 100% he's worth that 230 for me. 100%. No doubt Olise is worth that 230 million. But yeah, look, let's see how it goes in the transfer window. To be honest, I'm happy that Atletico rejected this bid for Julian Alvarez. Like, this transfer doesn't make any sense. Where was he gonna play? You play striker and then what? Who's this guy? Then Mbappe will go play right wing. That's odd because why didn't they play Mbappe right wing last season? Because you could have gone Gonzalo Garcia in the middle, and I think Madrid would be better if they lined up like this: Gonzalo in the middle, Gonzalo in the middle, Mbappe on the right wing, and Vinicius on the left wing. That would cook. That would be better than just having a 4-4-2 and Vinicius and Mbappe are just up top there doing their thing. Now, you need a big number 9. Or if not Gonzalo Garcia, you can put Jude Bellingham there. Put Jude Bellingham there in the 9 role, just like 2023, 2024. Simple. But yeah, they're not doing this, and I can't. People say, "Oh, but Mbappe can't play from the right." But Mbappe won the World Cup, the biggest trophy that he's ever won in his career so far. He won it playing at the right wing. So I don't understand why people are acting like. And even at PSG and Monaco, like early days of PSG, obviously towards the end, he was playing left wing and striker, blah blah blah, mostly left wing. But yeah, back at if you look back at Mbappe when he was at Monaco in early days at PSG, like the first 2 seasons at PSG, he was playing at the right wing. Neymar was playing left wing. So it's only later on Neymar started to change and play more centrally, like a number 10, number 10-ish. That's when Mbappe now solidified his position in the left wing. Otherwise, the early days he was playing in the right wing and he was cooking in the right way. Like I was watching some highlights of the France 2018 games in the group stages and against Uruguay and those types of teams, Belgium. He was actually performing very good in the right wing. So I don't understand why people are like, oh, he can't play on the right wing. Mbappe. Even last season, like if you watch the games, I saw Mbappe drift to the right a lot, and he was cooking, man. The guy was cooking a lot. The Mbappe, I don't understand why Mbappe doesn't just tell Madrid, play me on the right wing. I think he'd be better on the right wing than on the striking position. I'm telling you now, if you have Vinicius left wing, Mbappe right wing, and then you have Gonzalo Garcia or Jude as the number 9, would cook even better than we're cooking now. So yeah, let's see how. I'm interested to see what Mourinho does with Madrid next season. Is he just gonna do exactly what Alonso and Arbeloa and Carlo Ancelotti did? Because let's be honest, Carlo Ancelotti, Arbeloa, and Xabi Alonso, they did the exact same thing. Same formation, same everything. The only difference is that um, Ancelotti and Alvaro Arbeloa gave the players more freedom on the pitch, so they were doing counter attack and all that stuff. Whereas Alonso was more of a possession, so Madrid were passing the ball a lot, controlling games more, yes, but yeah, the less counter attacks and all of that stuff. So look, I'm interested to see what Mourinho is going to do. Mourinho is a better coach than all of those coaches, Carlo Ancelotti, all of those guys. Like he's a different level to those type of guys. So Mourinho, I'm telling you, is top 3, top 4 best coaches ever. So he's better than Carlo Ancelotti for me. Like I'm sorry, but yeah. So yeah, look, let's see how it goes. Alvarez release clause is worth. Alvarez's release clause. It says here it's 500 million, but is it 500 million? I thought his release clause is 1 billion. That's odd. Okay, if his release clause is 500 million, but still, he's not leaving. I think what Florentino Perez also did here was that he made it so that Barcelona can never now get Alvarez. Because Barcelona would not be stupid. Any club that decides to bid 500 million for Alvarez or whatever, 200 million for Alvarez is that's just stupidity. Sorry. The guy, I'm not sure when his contract expires, but I think it expires in 3 years' time or 4 years' time. Just wait. If you want the guy so bad, just wait. But I don't want Alvarez in Madrid, and I'm not saying this because Madrid got rejected by Atletico. I'm telling you, this guy is not worth that money, man. He's not. Even if it was for 80 million, I still wouldn't. What do we need him for? That's the thing. We don't need this guy. We need Bastoni or Schlotterbeck. We need a backup goalkeeper. We need 2 creative midfielders, Stella and Enzo Fernandez, and then we need Olise. I don't see where there's space for Alvarez in this team. There's no space for Alvarez in this team. We don't want Alvarez in Madrid. We want other players. So yeah, I think this was just a stunt by Florentino Perez to say I bid for this guy, because he did mention during the elections he was going to bid 150 million for a player for a Galactico. But yeah, this is a Galactico now. Of course, he is a Galactico, not a major Galactico, but he is a Galactico. Galactico simply means star player, so nobody can be dumb enough to say that Alvarez is not a star player. He is a star player, but he's not like a mega Galactico. See, Mbappe, Vinicius, Olise is a mega Galactico. Olise is a mega galactical. Jude Bellingham, mega galactical. Players like that are mega galactical. Not Alvarez, sorry.